Have you ever had a neighbor try to control your life with rules that don't even apply to you? That's exactly what happened to me, Sarah. When I moved into my cozy little home on Maple Street, it was my first house, a fixer-upper I'd saved for years to buy. The neighborhood was quiet, with tidy lawns and friendly waves until Karen moved in next door. From day one, Karen, the self-appointed queen of the block, made it clear she ran things. She was the HOA president of the adjacent gated community, but my property, it wasn't part of their jurisdiction. My deed was clear. I was free from their rules. Still, Karen didn't care. She'd strut over in her pristine sneakers, clipboard in hand, eyeing my house like it was a personal offense. "Your grass is too long," she'd say, or, "That mailbox isn't regulation." I'd politely explain I wasn't in the HOA, but she'd just smirk and say, "We'll see about that." Started small. Notes left in my mailbox about my unkempt garden. Then, one morning, I woke up to bright red violation notices plastered across my fence-me beautiful, hand-painted wooden fence I'd spent weeks restoring. "Non-compliant fence height," one read. "Unauthorized color," said another. I was livid. This wasn't just annoying. It felt personal. I tore them down, but the next day, more appeared, this time with a letter threatening fines I didn't know. Karen was escalating, and I wasn't about to let her bully me. I tried reasoning with her. I knocked on her door, calmly showing her my property deed. She scoffed. "This neighborhood has standards, Sarah. You're bringing down property values." Her tone dripped with condescension, like I was some kid who didn't know better. That's when I met Tom, her quiet husband, who lingered in the doorway. He looked embarrassed, muttering, "She gets like this. Just ignore her." But ignoring Karen wasn't an option. She was relentless. The tension grew. Karen started rallying neighbors, claiming I was a problem resident. She'd hold impromptu meetings on her lawn, pointing at my house while people nodded like she was preaching gospel. I felt like an outsider in my own home. Then came the twist. Tom, of all people, slipped me a note one evening. "Check the HOA charter," it read, with a USB drive attached. Curious, I plugged it in and found years of HOA records. Karen had been overstepping her authority, inventing rules to control even non-HOA properties. Tom, fed up with her tyranny, had been quietly collecting evidence. Armed with this, I decided to fight back. The next time Karen slapped a violation notice on my fence, I didn't just remove it, I documented everything. Photos, timestamps, even a video of her sneaking onto my property at dawn. I went to the police and filed harassment charges. Karen laughed it off when the officer showed up, claiming it was just HOA business. But the officer wasn't buying it. My property wasn't under her rule, and her actions? Straight-up harassment. The confrontation came at the next HOA meeting, which I crashed with Tom's USB drive and a lawyer friend, Mia, who specialized in property disputes. Karen was mid-rant about my eyesore fence when I stood up and presented the evidence. The room went silent as I revealed Karen's fake rules and her history of bullying non-HOA residents. Mia laid out the legal consequences: harassment, trespassing, even potential fraud. Karen's face turned beet red, her clipboard trembling in her hands. The neighbors, once her loyal followers, started whispering. One even shouted, "You told us she was the problem." Karen tried to deflect, claiming it was all a misunderstanding. But the damage was done. The HOA board, pressured by the crowd, voted to remove her as president that night. My harassment charges went through, and Karen faced a restraining order and community service. Her perfect lawn? Neglected, as she spent weeks cleaning up her reputation instead. My fence? It stayed, bright and proud, a symbol of my victory. Looking back, I learned that standing up to a bully like Karen takes more than patience, it takes proof and persistence. My home is mine, and no one gets to dictate how I live in it. What do you think? Have you ever had to fight for your rights against someone who thought they owned the rulebook? Share your thoughts below.